Good afternoon, everybody. Jack stood there licking his lips and wagging his tail because I've got a wee scone here. It's just a little scone with looking at it. I'll have to give this bit to him now. It's got raisins in it, or wee currants. So I was having this wee scone and a cup of tea because I've just been over to the post office posting off calendars and whatnot. And Fiona, who works over there, anyway, I said to her, "Do you have any fruit scones?" She says, I've got a couple out the back." So yeah. So I think that the boy there, that's the second bit of fruit scone, and his girth is getting a wee bit wide. I'll have to watch his figure. Now you've had enough there, Jack. You've had enough. He's very hard to say no to. But there you go. So I'm just sat here, got my cup of tea, and oh, it's the most beautiful day. It's beautiful. It's a very gentle day, and as you can see, there's not a leaf stirring anywhere. So there's no wind. And I'll show you what I've been up to. Let me just put this wee scone in my pocket, the rest of it. Because the boy there, well, he doesn't normally, no, he wouldn't really steal anything, to be honest. He's not a wee thieving dog, as some doggies are. He's very good. He's a very intelligent boy, and he's very, very well mannered, aren't you, darling? So we'll go around here and I'll just show you what I've been up to this morning. I thought, well, as we managed to get away without too much damage, in fact, no real storm at all, I thought I'd start work along here. Because, I'll tell you how this started, and this gives you a good indication of how I work and how bullheaded I am sometimes. I came out this morning to cut a few bits of this western red cedar, which I grew from seed, back. Now it's actually got too tall. I can't have it that tall because it's a bit too close literally to the house, and if it got taller and then fell, there'd be a problem. So I'm hoping to get a ladder up to it and literally cut the top of it off, and that way then it'll keep growing, but it won't keep growing straight up. Anyway, that's a job for another day. So I come out to prune back some of the branches, and in fact I got a whole harvest of them, and I took them round then to the barn, and I shredded them, because I use that for the compost toilet. It's got the most beautiful scent when you put it into the bathroom. It's absolutely gorgeous. So I started doing that, and then I thought, okay, the fuchsia needs to be cut back hard because the stumps have got very thick. So in order to kind of get a lot of new growth in it, you've got to cut it back hard. And then of course the blackthorn, which has gone right up there, that has to be cut back. So there's just some of the fuchsia that I've cut back. I was out here cutting and cutting and cutting, and I thought, gosh, I need really to go in and get some proper clothes on, because of all the thorns and everything. So this is basically what I'm up to now. I mean, you can see some of the work I've done here. It looks a wee bit messy at the moment, but of course it'll all be tidied up and sorted out. And if I pull back here, you can see, of course, it's going to let a lot more light in to the kitchen window, which is there. So from about where I'm pointing the camera, the top there's got to come down. Of course, all of it will be used. I mean, nothing is exported here, nothing's taken off the site. So, for example, all the fuchsia will be laid up along the boundary fence, and a lot of that will root, because at this time of the year, if you lay fuchsia on the ground, it will root. So it's a really good way of spreading the hedgerows further. And the tree there with the ivy in it, well, I'm going to leave the ivy because that's quite important. So it's just a case of working through this bit by bit. It's very laborious, but it's not boring. And of course I love being outside. And then it's going to give this tree here, which is a nice purple beech. No, it's a green beech. I'm sure that was a purple beech at one point. But anyway, it's a green beech. It's going to give that a lot more room. So between the trees, the hedge, or the blackthorn trees, will be taken down to kind of hedge height. So, a lot of work, but it's beautiful working outside. I absolutely love being outdoors and working, just working at a fair pace. Birds are very happy singing away. I filled up the bird feeders earlier on. Now, of course, the boy has been for a short walk this morning, but I think he's expecting another one, because when he sees me with my jacket on, which I have on at the moment, he just assumes that we're going to go down the road. Now, there's something quite profound that I wanted to say to everyone, and it'd be interesting to read your comments on this below. From where I'm looking at the world, there is a massive awakening going on. And the awakening, if I could describe it thus, it is where people are reconnecting to the important things in life. Now, the important things in life are not what corporations and governments see as important. So it would seem that corporations and governments are going all out to try to batten down the hatches on this awakening. This is what I very much feel at this point in time. So there's a lot of misinformation, there's a lot of trolls on the internet, there's a lot of horrible things being said, there's seems to be a rush to the top of everything that is dreadful. This is what I'm perceiving as I look out into the world from Bealtaine Cottage. And it would be very interesting to have your thoughts on that. I feel very blessed to be stood here this afternoon and to be able to see that everything is as it should be. I feel very blessed indeed. So blessings to you.